Being broke in your 20s isn't just uncomfortable, it's crushing. You're watching everyone around you travel, buy new cars, move into nice apartments while you're counting pennies hoping your card doesn't decline at the grocery store. 46% of Gen Z now has a side hustle just to survive. But here's what nobody tells you. The difference between staying broke forever and building actual wealth comes down to 10 specific moves. Not theories, not motivational fluff. These are the exact strategies people who escaped poverty actually used. And if you're not doing them right now, you're choosing to stay broke. Your 20s are the most important financial decade of your life. The decisions you make right now, this year, this month, today, will either set you up for freedom or lock you into struggle for the next 40 years. Most people waste this entire decade and spend their 30s desperately trying to catch up. You don't have to be one of them, but you need to move fast, and you need to move smart. Thing number 1 is going to hurt, but it's non-negotiable. Stop pretending you're rich. Right now. Today. If you're broke, you need to cut the lifestyle you can't afford immediately. This is financial suicide, and most people in their 20s are doing it. They're living like they're successful when they're drowning in debt. Going out every weekend, buying clothes they don't need, leasing cars they can't afford, vacations on credit cards, all to look like they've made it on Instagram. There's a self-made millionaire who admitted his biggest regret was spending his 20s trying to look wealthy instead of actually building wealth. He bought expensive watches, ate at fancy restaurants, drove a car with payments that ate half his paycheck. He looked successful. He was broke. Meanwhile, actual wealthy people were driving used cars, living in modest apartments, and investing every extra dollar. The pretender spenders stay broke. The patient builders get rich. Which one are you? Thing number 2 connects directly to this. You need to track every single dollar you spend. Ruthlessly. Most people have absolutely no idea where their money goes, they just know it disappears. You can't fix what you don't measure. Download a budgeting app. Create a spreadsheet. Write it down on paper, whatever works. But starting today, every coffee, every subscription, every impulse purchase, you track it. When you actually see where your money is going, it's shocking. People discover they're spending hundreds on things they don't even use, subscriptions they forgot about, food delivery that costs triple what cooking would. This awareness alone will change your financial life. Once you know where your money goes, the next move changes everything. Thing number 3 is your foundation. Save $500 to $1,000 for emergencies as fast as humanly possible. This isn't optional. One unexpected expense, car breaks down, lose your job, medical bill shouldn't destroy your entire financial life. But for most people in their 20s, it does. They have zero buffer, so when something goes wrong, they go straight to credit cards. Then they're paying 20% interest on an emergency that cost $500 and suddenly they owe $1,000. Start with $20 per paycheck if that's all you can do. $40 if you can stretch it. Put it in a separate account you don't touch. This money isn't for vacations or new shoes. It's for genuine emergencies only. Someone shared their story online about going 10 years without an emergency fund. Every single unexpected expense went on credit cards. By 30, they had $20,000 in high-interest debt from things they couldn't even remember buying, all because they never built this buffer. This safety net stops the debt spiral before it starts. But safety isn't enough. You need to attack what's killing you. Thing number 4 is brutal but necessary. Pay off high-interest debt like your life depends on it. Because financially it does. If you've got credit card debt at 20% interest or higher, that's financial poison running through your accounts. Every month you wait costs you hundreds of dollars in interest. Money that could be building your future is instead making credit card companies rich. List every debt you have. Credit cards, personal loans, whatever. Organize them by interest rate. Attack the highest interest rate first while making minimum payments on everything else. This is called the avalanche method, and it's the fastest way out. Someone shared that they had $20,000 in credit card debt from partying through college. 20% interest. They were paying $400 a month just in interest before touching the principal. $400 every single month disappearing into nothing. That's $4,800 a year. In 5 years, that's $24,000 in interest alone. They finally got serious, stopped going out, picked up extra shifts, threw every spare dollar at that debt. Took them 3 years of grinding, but they killed it. Now that $400 a month goes into investments instead of interest. That's the difference between staying broke and building wealth. While you're fixing past mistakes, don't ignore your future. Thing number 5 is where real wealth starts building. Contribute to retirement accounts right now, not later. Not when you're making more money, now. This is the biggest regret successful people share about their 20s, not maxing out their 401k earlier. Compound interest is absolutely insane when you start young. Even $100 a month invested at 25 becomes hundreds of thousands by 65. Start at 35 instead, you'll have a fraction of that. If your employer offers a 401k match, you contribute enough to get the full match. Period. That's literally free money if they match 3%, and you don't contribute, you're voluntarily taking a 3% pay cut. That's insane. If you don't have employer retirement options, open a Roth IRA yourself. You can start with as little as $50. The amount matters less than starting immediately. Time is your biggest advantage in your 20s. Don't waste it. Thing number 6 keeps you from blowing everything on stupid gambles. Invest in index funds, not get-rich-quick schemes. The S&P 500 index funds are boring. They're not exciting. You won't get rich overnight. But they work. Historical average return is about 10% annually. That compounds into serious wealth over decades. Meanwhile, everyone's chasing crypto, dropshipping courses, day trading, NFTs, and most of them lose money. A self-made millionaire shared his strategy. 80% of his investment money goes into boring index funds. 20% maximum for speculative plays if you want to gamble. But the foundation is always those steady, reliable index funds. They're not sexy, they won't make you rich next month. But they will make you wealthy eventually, which is better than staying broke forever. Money in accounts is great, but there's one thing you need more. Thing number 7 is the game changer. Increase your income aggressively. You cannot save your way to wealth on minimum wage or a low salary. The math doesn't work. You need to make more money. 50% of millennials have side hustles, and it's not because they love working extra. It's because they have to. DoorDash can bring in $100 a day if you grind. Freelance writing, graphic design, virtual assistant work, dog walking, tutoring, these all pay real money. Or step up at your main job. Most people never negotiate their salary, and it costs them hundreds of thousands over their career. If you're underpaid, make your case and demand a raise. If they won't pay you what you're worth, find someone who will. Even a $5,000 raise seems small, but compound that over your career and you're talking 6 figures. Someone shared they went from making $3,000 a month to $4,000 through a combination of negotiating a raise and picking up weekend side work. That extra $1,000 a month changed everything. Paid off debt faster, started investing, built their emergency fund. Making more money isn't just about comfort, it's about options. But making money means nothing if you waste it. Thing number 8 is the best investment you'll ever make. Invest in yourself. Specifically, learn skills that actually increase your income. Stop spending money on things that depreciate or bring zero return. A new outfit feels good for a week. A new skill pays you for decades. Take courses, get certifications, build a portfolio. Learn writing, marketing, coding, design, skills that companies actually pay for. The biggest investment is always yourself. Your skills determine your income. Better skills equal higher income, equals faster wealth building. Someone making $40,000 with basic skills will struggle. That same person with high-value skills makes $80,000 or more. The difference is learning what people will pay for. This isn't about college degrees necessarily. It's about practical, marketable skills you can use immediately. Skills matter, but so does one thing most people ignore. Thing number 9 protects everything you're building. Guard your credit score obsessively. Bad credit costs you tens of thousands of dollars in higher interest rates over your lifetime. It affects your ability to get loans, rent apartments, sometimes even get jobs. Your credit score in your 20s sets the foundation for decades. Pay every bill on time. Keep credit card balances low, under 30% of your limit ideally. Check your credit report regularly for errors. Building good credit now saves you massive money later. The difference between a 620 credit score and a 760 score on a mortgage can be hundreds of dollars per month. Over 30 years, that's tens of thousands of dollars. People with bad credit literally pay more for everything. Don't be one of them. You're building wealth, but one mistake still ruins people. Thing number 10 is the most important habit you'll ever develop. Live below your means, forever. Not just when you're broke, always. This is what separates people who look rich from people who are actually rich. When you get a raise, don't upgrade your lifestyle. When you make more money, don't spend more. Invest the difference. Lifestyle creep destroys wealth faster than anything else. You make $40,000, you spend $40,000. You make $60,000, you spend $60,000. You're still broke, just with nicer stuff. A self-made millionaire shared that he lived below his means his entire life and invested 50 to 70% of his income. People thought he was cheap. He became a millionaire in his 30s while his friends who earn the same amount are still struggling. This is the comfort trap versus freedom. You can have comfort now and struggle later, or you can sacrifice comfort now and have freedom forever. Every raise should go to investments, not a bigger apartment or nicer car. Every bonus should go to wealth building, not vacation upgrades. This one habit, living below your means regardless of income, is the single biggest predictor of who builds wealth and who stays broke forever. These 10 things aren't suggestions, they're requirements if you actually want to escape being broke. Your 20s determine whether you spend your 30s and 40s thriving or drowning in financial stress. Everyone who's wealthy now started somewhere. Most of them started broke. The difference between them and people who stayed broke? They did these 10 things while broke people made excuses. Stop pretending you're rich. Track your money. Build your emergency fund. Kill your debt. Start investing now. Put money in index funds. Increase your income aggressively. Invest in valuable skills. Protect your credit. Live below your means forever. These aren't complex, they're just hard. They require discipline, sacrifice, and patience. Most people won't do them. That's why most people stay broke. Pick 3 things from this list. Not all 10. That's overwhelming. Just 3. Implement them this week, not next month. This week. Maybe it's tracking your spending, starting a side hustle, and opening a Roth IRA. Maybe it's cutting lifestyle expenses, building your emergency fund, and learning a new skill. Whatever combination fits your situation. But pick 3 and start immediately. You're either building wealth or building regret. There's no middle ground. Every day you wait is another day of compound interest you're losing, another day of debt accumulating, another day of income potential wasted. Your future self is watching you right now. They're begging you to do these 10 things. Don't let them down.